Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2021. Let's see what we got today. We're gonna be talking about sugar-free energy drinks. What are they and should you try it out? Is a sugar-free energy drink really sugar-free? Short answer is no, guys. But first everyone, a disclaimer. I do not have a degree in human nutrition. I'm a numbers and facts guy. I get my information from reputable sources. I put my info together and I throw out my 2 cents. So take it with a grain of salt, but I do my best to give you truthful information. So again, these sugar-free energy drinks technically do have sugar. Then why do they say they have no sugar? Because if you look right on G Fuel's supplement facts, right under total carbohydrates, which is 3, and yes, that translates to sugar, but that's besides the point. Right where it says sugar, it's a 0 grams. Now you look down in other ingredients, you'll get things like maltodextrin, and further down the list, sucralose. These are both sugars, but the FDA does not require us to label them as sugars, so they're not. So what do these drinks claim? They claim to give you more focus, more alertness, and no sugar crash. They also include between 140 and 170 milligrams of caffeine per serving. That's not a bad thing. We're gonna break it down. How are they sweet? Well, I mentioned maltodextrin and sucralose, which AKA sucralose is basically Splenda. Splenda is just a brand. Sucralose is a type of sugar. Its chemical compound is different. I'm not gonna get into it. It's a polysaccharide. I don't even want to go there. I'll be butchering terms all day long. Okay, so sucralose is around 600 times sweeter than regular sugar, glucose or corn syrup sugar. Therefore, there's a lot less of it in the drink. So you're getting around 5 grams per serving as opposed to 45 grams in some sugary drinks. You know, apple juice. My apple juice and lemonade in my fridge upstairs has, the sugar is in the 20s, 24, 26 grams for 1 cup. That's 8 ounces of liquid. That's crazy. These drinks, listen, they're not regulated by the FDA. So, you know, research for yourself what's good for you and your family, but this is the information that I have derived because I needed to be satisfied that I could drink this on a daily basis and not worry about what's going in my body. So the FDA doesn't regulate these drinks like I mentioned, and that means anybody can technically buy them. This is where it gets kind of weird. The FDA says that the average person can have up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. However, it's not specified for adults or children, infants, teenagers, pregnant people, people with diabetes, breastfeeding. It doesn't say that. It just says 400 milligrams a day of caffeine is all good. So Canada FDA, healthy adult, 400 milligrams a day is all good. Ching, that's great for people like me and anybody else who has no problem drinking caffeine. You can have 2 to 3 servings of these a day. Pregnant or breastfeeding adult, 300 milligrams a day. Lucy, what are you doing back there? Hi. Hey. Oh yeah, little munchkin. All right, so adults 400 milligrams, pregnant or breastfeeding adults 300 milligrams because you can still be pregnant or breastfeeding under 18. 13 to 18-year-olds, you have to calculate your weight in kilograms and multiply that by 2.5 milligrams of caffeine. Ages 10 to 12, recommended up maximum 85 milligrams a day. Ages 7 to 9, 62.5 milligrams a day. And ages 4 to 6, 45 milligrams a day. And under 4, I'm assuming 0. These drinks all have, like I mentioned, around 140 to 170 milligrams of caffeine per serving. A cup of coffee that's rich in caffeine, extra large, is gonna be around 120, if not 140 milligrams. I've been drinking Nespresso coffee lately. I should do a review on that. It's freaking great. When I drink the regular breakfast blend or medium blend, as opposed to the coffee I gave up for it, my goodness, I could feel the difference in caffeine 100%. So I know the caffeine content in that coffee is more. Now we have to figure out how many milligrams of caffeine we're really ingesting a day with the coffee and teas that we drink and Pepsi and Coke, etc. and see if we're interested in replacing it with G Fuel or another energy drink. So now, how do you decide on which energy drink you want to get? When I started getting into it, right away, I looked at G Fuel. It's the number one thing, bam, bam, bam. Every streamer is drinking it, every YouTuber, etc. Heck, the nutritionist that I got some of my research from drinks a lot of G Fuel. He tries not to be biased, but he likes it. And he says the same thing about all the competitors. You know, it's just to each their own. I have here 3. And there's a lot more out there. There's a new one called Sneak. You can get Monster no sugar. You can get Red Bull no sugar. There's other cans out there. I believe Mountain Dew just made a new drink called Game Fuel. Don't mistake it with G Fuel. It's called Game Fuel. The thing is, these guys all come in cans. It'll have carbon dioxide. I don't want my fruity drinks to be fizzy. I don't know about you guys. If you like it to be fizzy, get some CO2 in there, by all means, go get your Red Bull sugar-free, etc., etc. You will be paying a premium. A can of sugar-free Red Bull in Canada at 473 milliliters. The cheapest price you can find it at is $2.50. A serving of G Fuel mixed or Ma, that can be, it depends on how much you're paying for shipping and how much you paid for the product, if you got a discount or not, but you're paying anywhere between 75 cents to $1.25 per serving. How do you decide what kind of sugar-free energy drink you like to get, whether it's one of these 3, G Fuel, mixed, or Ma, or another competitor? Well, take a look and see what they're all offering. Ma is offering an entire 60 serving tub. And yes, don't let the size fool you. This is 60 servings, just like mixed is, and just like this is the full tub of mixed. This is a full tub of Ma. So right now, Ma is offering, they have 4 flavors and they're working on the 5th. But right now, they're offering, pick any of their 4 flavors and you get it absolutely free. All you do is pay the shipping fee. That's it. And you get an entire 60 serving for free. This is fantastic. Pick a flavor you like and try it for free. I love mixed just as much. So Ma, I put in a completely different field. I put Ma in a different field and I put G Fuel and mixed. They both do the same exact thing, but I use this like an espresso shot, and I'll use this or this as my throughout the day drink. Ma, they're single serving at 140 milligrams of caffeine. It's technically meant for 250 milliliters of water. That means 8 ounces, okay? And it says, hey, if you want to feel alive, 1 scoop. If you want to feel intense, 2 scoops. If you want to get extreme, 3 scoops. Each scoop you add another cup of water. You're basically tripling the amount of caffeine and vitamin B12 and other ingredients. You're having triple dose. I was kind of surprised to read that, but it's labeled clearly. It's clearly labeled right here. 8 ounces of water per each scoop. So they're not messing with you by any means. However, it says 60 servings, and that means to get 60 servings, you must only do the 1 scoop. If I want to have a full serving, but not have to drink like 500 milliliters of water with it, I'll use my Ma, because I can get the full serving with 250 milliliters, or add a little bit more to dilute it, and you really don't lose that much flavor with Ma. That's what I really like about it. If and when I feel like I'm gonna have a really long day, then I'm gonna throw a little bit of mixed in my large shaker, and I'll make 20 ounces. I'll put about a scoop and a quarter, and I'll make 20 ounces, and that'll be my drink for the day. I know I can stretch that with Ma as well, but you're gonna be either diluting it too much or getting too much caffeine by making the perfect 20-ounce drink with Ma. So I call mom my espresso shot, even though I drink 250 to 300 milliliters of water with it. And then my mixed is my sipping drink. G Fuel was my sipping drink until I came across mixed. G Fuel, this was a starter pack, and I liked the flavors that I got. My favorite flavor was Twisted Candy. They don't make a tub of it. But here's the thing with the tubs of G Fuel. They're only 40 servings, and they're a little bit more expensive than mixed. Mixed has 60 servings. They're virtually identical to G Fuel. Mixed does not have maltodextrin. They only use sucralose. I like that a little bit better than G Fuel. I'm gonna do a little bit more research to find out if it's really a big deal having maltodextrin in the G Fuel drink and how much is really in there. I really feel that maltodextrin is meant for athletes and people that are more active. Especially right now during COVID and restriction times, there's no way I can really be active. I could go out for walks, etc., but who am I gonna kid? I'm not gonna do that. I like to go to the gym, and right now I can't go to the gym. So I really like mixed. I really like Ma. G Fuel, I just feel is overpriced and overmarketed. If you like it, go for it. What G Fuel has for them is that they have a gigantic library of flavors, and they're always bringing in new flavors. And now they're advertising mixing flavors. Half a scoop of this with half a scoop of that. It will give you something like this. Not bad at all. Well, that about wraps it up. So let me know what you think about these sugar-free energy drinks, and if you think it's really fair that they call them sugar-free, even though there's sucralose in there. Even though they're allowed to not label it as a sugar, I still feel they should have a disclaimer because it's not healthy for certain people. All right, folks, have a great day. Enjoy the beginning of 2021. Let's stay safe and overpower all this nonsense. Peace.